I would like to talk about the dangers of using these phones, or really any kind of technology. You got to be careful because just like you can be physically enslaved by working too hard, having to do things you don't want to do, being forced into something, your mind can become enslaved to a program that involves these phones. You're giving your attention to these phones. And you know what? These phones, they use this battery. You got to keep charging your phone. And what causes the battery on the phone to lose energy, to lose power? It's your focus, your attention. So just like how we got to charge up our phones to keep using it, we got to charge ourselves up, because these phones could take energy from us. When you're constantly looking at things, scrolling, it's taxing. You may not realize it, but so if you could be doing something as simple as looking on social media for a long period of time, it's not really doing you any favors if you're just scrolling, not doing much. But if you're constantly giving your attention to that, it's draining your energy and it's not giving you anything back in return. So what I'm telling you is to be cautious, be mindful, because I've noticed this problem myself. It's a clear issue for many people. You have people addicted to a lot of different things on the phone, and a lot of it's just not good. I'm working through it myself because this is like a slavery of the mind. You got to free your mind because it's all about what you give your attention to. If you need to take a break, if you need to be restrictive, put your phone somewhere else, then do that. Find something that works. But I know how easy it is to get hooked onto something. It's like a drug. You see, you have physical substances that are drugs, right? You have alcohol, you got different types of I don't even have to name it. You know all the different types of drugs. Then you have junk food. These are physical things. You have sodas. Now, the mental aspect is these phones. And a lot of men get hooked onto the pornographic stuff, and it ends up draining your energy over long periods of time. And I've noticed that when you dip your toes into the water, when you just want to get a taste of something, it can end up being much longer and you're giving up way more energy than what you anticipated. Because after working hard at something and being productive, you tell yourself you could relax for a bit. Then you end up playing a video game, getting involved in something, sitting down for a short period of time that it turns into a long period of time. You got to be careful about those breaks that you give yourself when you want to feel comfort, because you might end up the entire day falling prey to these phones and these programs. And then at the end of it, you're going to be feeling terribly. It's all about energy extraction. Remember that these phones, you got to keep charging it up. And it's because of us, because we're using the energy. We're responsible for these phones losing the power where we need to charge it up again. Vital force energy, your sexual energy, it's something that's pretty important. I mean, you don't want to just be giving it away to nothing. And that's what a lot of people do. It's a problem. I always say create something meaningful. Find a way to limit your attention to these programs on the phone, the social media, and everything I just mentioned, because it's quite draining. I can't emphasize it enough. This is literal karma that you're developing because you're you're giving so much, whatever you give energy to, energy is connected to karma. So now you're karmically drained, you're karmically feeling the burden of using these phones so much, because there are people who use phones for several hours a day, and it's common for someone to use a phone for 10 hours a day. And without even putting much thought into it. Find a way to live your life away from these screens. Create, that mental fortitude where you can go and do something differently. Put it away for a while, come back to it, make it work for you. Because once you have your phone, people can control you through these phones. They can send you a message, they can call you, they can hold things against you. Just because you have the phone, and when they call you up, when they send you a text message, when they reach out to you, they're telling you what to do. They're urging you to do something because you have this phone. So a lot of the problems and the karma that we build up, the slavery, how our energy is extracted is through these devices. It's technologically crafted to be this way. So be extremely mindful of it. I'm no expert at this. I'm still learning. I'm like a child when it comes to this, and I'm speaking my words because this is what I deal with, and I have to express it because I notice that it is a problem still to this day. Take it or leave it. I know this is important. I know it is.